Chapter 9, Section 1. Make sure you are in Volume 2. We are no longer using Volume 1. We're going to be working on inequalities this section. On page, this one, 606, there is a chart. You should recognize these symbols. We have less than, greater than. The third one is less than or equal to. There is a line underneath the symbol right there. Next we have greater than or equal to. And this last one just means not equal to. So we're going to write the inequalities starting on number 1. 7 is less than or equal to 23. We're just writing them. 7 less than equal to 23. We're just practicing writing. Don't worry about them making sense. 56 is greater than 28. 2 is not equal to 5. 7 6/10 is less than 8 2/10. And the last one, 5 3/4 is greater than 4 2/3. Page 607. Write the meaning of each inequality. 7 8/10 is not equal. You don't have to write the words or the numbers. 8 1/3 is less than or equal to. C 3/4 is greater than or equal to. D, no line underneath, so that is greater than. Just practicing reading these symbols. And E, no line underneath, so that is less than. Now we're going to use either greater than or less than. 12 is greater than. Remember, the mouth eats the bigger number. 3 1/3. That is technically greater than, because 3 1/3 is 0.333, and this one's stop. So I'm going to do greater than on that one. That's not a very good question. B, did C first. That is less than. 1 2/10 is less than 1 201. 10.25, the decimal for 10 1/5 is 10.2. That is less than. Okay, now we're going to add the equal sign to it. 1 is less than or equal to 2. 1/3 is greater than or equal to. 24.33 is less than or equal to. 4.2, we're going to write less than or equal to. And this one would be less than or equal to. Problem 2, page 608. We're going to plot and label each of the numbers shown on the number line. First number is 3. There's 3. Go ahead and put 3 right above it. B, 2 3/10. Here's 2. 3/10 I know is less, so I'm going to put it right about here. 2.3 there. 3 4/5. Almost 4, but not quite. There's 3 4/5. 4 1/3. It'll be right about there. And 4 66/100 is right there. Number 2. There are 5 points put on the number line. Identify the approximate location. A, it's tricky. 1. B, less than 2, but close. You can use decimals, you can use fractions. I'm going to use decimal. I'm going to say 1.9. C, Looks pretty close to the halfway mark. All right, 2.5. D, I broke that up. It's kind of close to a third. We could put 1/4, 3 and 1/4. And then E right here, let's say 5.2. Just reviewing number lines right now, getting into the inequalities. Number 3, a point at A is plotted at the number line shown. Plot a point to the right of this point and label it B. We're going to write 3 different inequalities that are true about A and B. A is less than B, because it's left. B is greater than A, because it's farther right. What's the last one we can write? A, B, what can I put in between them? Not equal. Those are the 3 things. What can you say about all the points to the right of point A? Anything that's to the right, is it going to be larger or smaller? It is larger. Point A is plotted on the number line. Plot a point to the left of it and label it B. I'm going to put B right here. Write 3 inequalities. B is less than A is greater than B is not equal to A. What can you say about all the points to the left of A? They're all less than. They're all less than. Number 5, describe the position of all the points on the number line that are greater than A. What direction are they? They are to the right. So greater than to the right. All the points less than A, are going to be to the left. All right, problem 3. Now we're going to graph the inequalities on a number line. Look at example B. This one is x is greater than 3. This one's x is greater than or equal to 3. Look at the difference in the graphs. You need to notice when it is greater than, it's an open circle. When you have the equal sign underneath, it's a closed circle, because that includes. So when you're graphing, if it's not equal, you got to have the open circle. If it's equal to, close your circle. It also works the same if it's less than or equal to. So on the next page, it shows an example. X is less than 3. So right here, it's x is less than 3. Your circle has to be open on the number line. When it's less than or equal to 3, you close the circle. And then your arrow goes left on both of them. We'll practice with these. Turn the page. On page 612, number 3, we're going to write the inequality represented by each graph. So it's 15. We're going left. So x is less than 15. Notice how it's closed. X is less than or equal to 15. For B, I'm going to use x again. This time it's greater than 16 and a half. Notice that the circle is open. It's not equal to, it's only greater, and it's going to the right. C, we're going left. X is less than. Once again, it's an open circle, so you should write x is less than 34 and a half. D, look at D. It's going left, and it's going right. I can't write x is greater than and less than. Think about it. x. The only thing it's not equal to is 23. X is not equal to 23. All right, now we're going to graph on the bottom. A, x is less than or equal to 14. It's got, close your circle. It's less than, so we're going left. In your book, if you need to put your line above the number line, that's fine. B, x is less than 55. Open circle on 55 because it's not equal to, and we're going left. C, 2.5 x. Look the way they wrote it. 2.5 is less than or equal to x. Read it right to left. X is greater than or equal to 2.5. Going to the right. Close circle. Going to the right. D, x is greater than 3 3/10. Greater than. Open circle. Going to the right. And finally, x is not equal to 4.2. So here's about 4.2. Open circle, going to the right and to the left. All right? These are graphing inequalities.